tomorrow afternoon, June 7th, at CMU's La Damas Auditorium, the Agassiz Chamber Music Festival will be featuring the renowned Danish ensemble, the Rudersdal Chamber Players. The group will be playing a double bill concert, with the first concert starting at 1 p.m. and the second concert starting at 2:15. Featuring music of Melanie Boni, Amanda Meyer, Beethoven, and others, these two concerts are sure to be a terrific way to spend a Friday afternoon here in Winnipeg. And joining me here in the Classic 107 studio, I am joined by cellist Jan Ida, violinist Christine Prin, and pianist Manuel Esperilla, three members of the Rudersdal Chamber Players. Hello to you all. Nice to have you here.
Hello.
Hello, and thank you for having us.
So the first thing I have to say is welcome to Winnipeg, or should I say velkommen?
Thank you very much.
Tak for det.
When did you arrive here in the city? John, I know you came here earlier, right?
Yeah, I came on Tuesday because I'm participating in a concert with only cellos.
Right.
Friday night.
Right.
Cello concert.
So you had to make rehearsals for
Yeah,
that.
I did do rehearsals for that.
And Christina Manuel, you arrived last night, right?
Yeah, exactly.
We did, yes.
Mm-hmm.
A long trip.
How long was the trip?
Around 13 hours, 12, 13 hours.
Yeah.
There's a little delay in Toronto.
Yeah, I think so.
13, 14 hours. Something.
Well, thanks for coming, and hopefully the jet lag is not so bad. Not so bad.
Getting better, right?
It's okay with me. I'm an old anyway. So.
I want to talk about the formation of the Rudersdal Players. Firstly, can you describe Rudersdal, Denmark, and the festival that the group is associated with?
Yes, I founded the festival, Rudersdal Sommerkoncerter. It means Rudersdal Summer Concerts, back in 2010. And then in 2017, I added the group to the festival. But the group also works outside the festival. We have been playing in various countries and at various venues in Denmark also. And it's a special group in terms that it has a flexible combination of instruments. Tomorrow we will perform as a piano trio, but we regularly play piano quartet, piano quintet, clarinet quartet, flute quartet, string trio, whatever combination of instruments. And if we need another instrument, we'll just add it.
Mm-hmm. And Rudersdal, it's a place, right? From what I gather, it's just north of Copenhagen.
It's just north of Copenhagen. It's kind of desirable area where people want to live. It's very popular and relatively expensive area. And I was planning to found a festival, and I was looking for the right place to do it, and I thought it would be a good place because there are many people who are interested in culture there, and it's very beautiful because there's wonderful forest, and there's also it's at the coast also, so we have beautiful landscape there, and it fits all together very well.
Amazing. One of the things that is so great about the group is you played Mozart and Brahms and the regular chamber music core repertoire, but you also play a lot of new music. Why was this so important for the group to do?
Well, all of us individually, we work both with classical music and modern music, also outside of our ensemble. So for all of us, the music of today is very important for our lives. We all know a lot of composers and work directly with them. So it was completely natural, I think, that for this ensemble, we needed to incorporate the modern repertoire. That is something that Christine is also very interested in, and that was the concept from the beginning, to combine the classical repertoire with the new music.
Okay.
Yeah.
So every concert has a combination of Mozart, Brahms combined with
most of them, I'd say, yes.
New composers.
Yeah, most of them, and we try to get them there. So the composers we work with, they come to our concerts usually.
Okay.
Yeah, most of them are local or close by, plus other ones that can travel to our concerts and be with us and work together with them. We also commission pieces, so we have some repertoire that is written directly to us.
Yeah.
Nice.
And that for us is a joy, I think, and
it is
a passion.
It is. We've been lucky to work with some quite big names. We had a visit from Gia Cancelli,
Yes.
the Georgian composer. He passed then a year later, unfortunately. And then we have a close collaboration with Elena Firsova, a Russian-born composer who has been living in the UK for decades. She and her husband visited our festival in 2019, and then a few months later he passed in the pandemic, unfortunately. So the piece he composed for us was one of his last compositions. And I think it's important with contemporary music because we also have we are obligated to leave something behind for the future. So, I mean, we don't know which pieces will be played in the future, but I'm quite confident that, for example, the Elena Firsova piece composed for us will be played in the future because it's simply a masterpiece and it has already been performed by other musicians abroad. So I'm sure it's something we will leave behind. It's a nice feeling. It's a nice feeling that somewhere in the future someone will play a piece and read in online somewhere that it was composed for Rudersdal Chamber players. So that's a nice thing, I think.
The trio is doing a double bill concert tomorrow where people can buy one ticket and take in both concerts or just one. Why the double bill? Whose idea was it to split the program into two concerts?
Well, I think it's basically because it was a little too long for one concert. It's a practical thing, I think. And I think it's a good idea with the festival. I mean, you don't know if people... I mean, it's much music in short time. So I think it's a very good idea to do it this way. It was Paul's idea. Yeah.
The first concert tomorrow starts at 1. The group is playing music of Oksana Panufnik, and you're doing her piece Around Three Corners. I was listening to it this morning. It is great. Can you talk about that piece, and what are the three corners that she's referring to?
Well, actually, it's because it's composed to a trio called Trio Lock or something like that. And Oksana Panufnik is coming to our festival this year. So that's why we're studying her music now.
And you're playing it. One of the things I was listening to is in the piano part, there is these wonderful moments. It sounds like a harpsichord. How is that achieved?
Should I say it or should we
Yeah.
remain as a secret for the concert? Well, the piano needs to be prepared at some point in the piece. It's a very short passage, but there is some pencils.
Pencils on the strings?
On the strings, yes. Jumping around, so it makes this sound, this particular sound. Yes,
it's a great effect. Yeah.
I must say that formally that piece is very interesting. I have never ever played a set of variations in this way because it's built as a palindrome. The piece,
okay.
So it has the theme. Usually, when you have some variations, the theme you play the theme at the beginning. And then the variations come after. In this case, the theme is in the middle of the piece.
Right.
And then from there, I spread onwards and backwards, the variations. And then they meet in the middle, like a palindrome. So it's very special.
Fantastic. Yeah. And then for something completely different to round out the first concert, you're playing Beethoven's Opus 1 No. 1, the trio in E-flat. Beethoven trios are such benchmarks of the chamber music literature. What made the group choose this one? Jan, you want to get in on this one?
Well, we do play a lot of old music as well in our concerts. You know, without having the roots with you, you can't really enjoy the future, as you say. So it's important to play the old music to rest in, you know, with all the natural ways the instruments can sound like, and the natural expressions and so on that all music is built upon. So we really enjoy playing the classical masterpieces as well. That's very important, I would say. So when it comes to the Constellation Piano Trio, which we usually also use in our concerts every now and then as a contrast to the quartet stuff, we've decided that this is a really fantastic piece, the Beethoven piece. We really enjoy playing it. It's one of our treasures because it's very easygoing. It's a lot of humor, beautiful tunes, very Mozart and Haydn-like actually in the character. And it's a wonderful piece both to play and for the audience.
And it's just a lot of fun. Is it? Yeah. Do you always play it differently every time you perform it, and just sort of play off each other as the three members, like the
we discuss tempos and characters every time we play it. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
We do. So it changes with the climate, I think, a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, judging by
That's right.
today, hopefully it'll be a little sunnier on Friday.
Yeah.
So I also know the Rudersdal Players are champions of music written by women. This takes us to the second concert. The second concert starts at 2:15, and it features three fantastic composers, Melanie Bonny, Amanda Meyer, and Britta, help me out here, Byström?
Byström.
Byström.
Britta Byström. From
Byström.
Sweden.
Yes. The name of the concert is the Swedish celebrity Amanda Meyer. Why is Amanda Meyer the Swedish celebrity?
Yeah, she is recently discovered, and she's actually a really great composer.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, she is. And as with many female composers, she has not composed so much compared to her male colleagues, because she was, as it was with women when they married and they got children, they could not do so much. And she also died rather young. She was only 41. And also she has not composed much for orchestra, because women at that time, they did not have many chances to get big pieces performed.
Right.
The music was mostly performed at private concerts in someone's home. So that's why they have mainly done chamber music. However, she was a really, really good violinist herself. Before her marriage, she was a touring violinist, performing in a lot of places in the world. And she also composed a violin concerto. Apparently only the first movement is still
Right.
kept, because, 2 movements were lost. So it's very sad. But, we champion female composers, but in general, we like to champion composers who deserve more attention, also men.
Yeah. And Amanda Meyer definitely does. I was reading about her. She spent the majority of her life living in Amsterdam with her husband, Julius. And apparently they had salon evenings where like Grieg would be a guest, and Brahms, and her music is wonderfully romantic.
It
it's,
is.
It's just great stuff.
And I know there's a letter from Grieg to Julius Röntgen where Grieg really admires Amanda's compositions. So she was recognized among her fellow composers at that time. She was, but I think it was more or less the the culture that women could not. It was not because of her husband either, as far as I've understood, because he was also a composer, and I think he supported her work, but it was just how you were living at that time. So
Attitudes of the time.
yeah.
You're also playing music of Melanie Bonny. We love her stuff here at the station. We play her music here on the air all the time. I love it. She's a fabulous composer. But having said that, I don't know this piece, Soir et Matin. What's it like? Most of her music, from what I've heard, it's sort of verging on romantic, sort of moving into the impressionism. What is it like?
It's a good combination of late romanticism and impressionism. You would say these two pieces. 2 quite short character pieces, very atmospheric, very touching, and very well written for the instruments.
Colorful, I'd say.
Yeah, colorful, yeah.
For me, it reminds me a bit to this Monet paintings when he's painting this cathedral. I think it's Amiens, I don't remember, one of the French cathedrals, in different times of the day. So it's just like a light studio on how the light affects the cathedral in the morning or in the afternoon or in the evening.
Yeah.
This is the same kind of. It's just how the light is in the afternoon or in the morning, and this atmosphere.
Right.
And it's really that's what I feel when I play it.
Well, Soir et Matin. Well, evening and then morning. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
It's very visual. It's
Yeah.
it's very colorful music.
We have also performed quite a few times her second piano quartet,
Right.
which also is a wonderful piece.
Yeah. We've got a recording here with the Mozart Piano Quartet doing that piano quartet. Yeah, it's a remarkable work. And her violin's not as excellent as well. The third composer on the second concert is the Swedish composer Britta Byström.
Byström.
Bistrom. You're doing her piece Love in the Afternoon. It seems appropriate for an afternoon concert. It was written in 2017. Her orchestral music has some wonderful colors and textures to it. Is her chamber music the same? What is this? What is this piece like?
Yes, it's very colorful too, you could say. Using the instruments both in traditional and a bit more modernistic ways. There's also quite some humor in it. It's written to commemorate, is it the 10th years anniversary of a group in Sweden?
Yeah.
It's a present to a chamber group in Sweden.
It is.
Okay.
And all these members of this group, they are all orchestra musicians also.
Uh-huh.
So, when someone plays orchestra, then they will have to do the chamber music in the afternoon. That's why it's called Love in the Afternoon. Because, Britta thinks that it's more fun to make chamber music, maybe. I have to agree.
John, Christine, Emmanuel, this has been so great to meet you. After the concerts tomorrow, what's next for the group? Where are you off to next to get jet lagged?
Not so far.
Yeah, we have some summer festivals in Denmark coming up also during this summer. We have played 3 concerts at our own festival and then at other festivals in different parts of the country. We are celebrating this year the 75th birthday of Paul Ruders from the CD I gave you. And he's a very successful Danish contemporary composer who's really, really good. And we have been kind of, celebrating him. So we are traveling with that program, performing his piano quartet and his clarinet quintet in various places this summer. And then in September we are going to Poland. So.
Oh, fantastic. It's just been so great to meet the three of you. All the best tomorrow afternoon. I'm sure the concerts are going to be just fantastic. And thanks for making the time out of your very busy schedules to stop by and talk to me today. It's been great.
With pleasure. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.